I'm Montika Collins. I am in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'm a nurse and an internationally board certified lactation consultant, a health and wellness coach, and an herbalist. When I first met Sarah, she had the issues with her baby, but I also could tell that she had some other things going on. There were a couple of tearful moments when we were talking, and so I asked her about that. How often was she, getting tearful like that? And we just kind of started talking.
When Montika came into our lives as our lactation consultant, it seemed pretty cut and dry. She was going to help me get my breastfeeding journey, on the right path, and then we'd be good to go. But it ended up becoming more to me as someone who was genuinely interested in helping me and my family. She just said, "How are you doing? I know there's been a lot of changes recently."
My belief, my mentor always said, you heal the mom, you heal the baby. So my focus is looking at them as a whole. You're looking at a mind, a body, a spiritual, it's the whole picture of not having support and not feeling heard as a mom. And having someone that steps in and says, how are you feeling? What's going on? I'm gonna meet you where you're at, and we're gonna come up with solutions that are gonna work for you and your family.
Everyone who saw me thought, "You're doing so great. Your baby is so cute. He's so healthy. And you look great." But I was hiding the fact that I was totally not okay. So Montika helped me to know that it was okay, that I wasn't okay, but it wasn't my fault, that it was just something I needed help with that I didn't know how to ask for help with. It was the difference between depression and life for me.
Once the baby gets here, I feel like everybody is really interested and helpful like that first week, but then everybody goes home, and goes back to their lives. We have to do better about follow-up care with moms. The postpartum period, in my opinion, needs the most support.
One of the reasons why I felt so confident in the care that Montika was providing, because every time she would come, it was for lactation purposes, but it always ended up being the only person I saw that whole week. And I just thought, I just have to keep this to myself until it gets better. But then Montika really, in her genuine desire to help, saw me and heard me and knew you need a little bit more than lactation help, and really kind of pushed me toward getting help because I wasn't okay. She gave me the courage to seek the help that I needed at that time.
I want women to understand that it's not easy and that we don't have to carry the responsibility. You have to ask yourself the question, am I okay? Because as a mom, we don't ask ourselves, are we okay? As a mom, is the baby okay? Mm-hmm. Is my husband okay? But we're not asking, are we okay? And those things, that's the most important question. Because if the mom isn't okay, then the baby's not gonna be okay. Hear her.